Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to what $100 in New York City Chinatown gets you. Now, I've been to a Chinatown in London. I didn't really indulge as much as I feel like I should have because I love Chinese food. And I feel like in the UK, Chinese takeaway is like the #1 or #2 takeaway. It's between that and Indian takeaway, I'm pretty sure. That's probably Chinese actually. A British Chinese takeaway is like top tier food here. And I feel like in pretty much all other countries, it's probably the same, like their own sort of twists on Chinese takeaway, Chinese foods. But I assume Chinatown is more traditional Chinese foods, but I'm not too sure. It might be a mixture of like American Chinese foods and stuff like that. But I love it. I'm assuming all of you guys love Chinese takeaway food and stuff. And yeah, I think it's like the language of the world in terms of food. We all love this. Just Chinese takeaway is unreal. But yeah, we're going to check this out. Hopefully going to enjoy. And let's just see what this place has to offer. And I guess the prices and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, let's jump into this.
We are in New York City's Chinatown, one of the best and most affordable places to eat in all of New York City. Today, we're going to hit the 5 most famous spots in all of Chinatown under $100. First stop, we have the legendary Wah Fung. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of Chinatown. If you look up where
See, this doesn't look like British Chinese food. Or Chinese British food, however you want to put it. I mean, obviously it's got its own swing. Maybe this is more traditional. But usually the meat looks more rubbery than this. It's always good here, but I feel like this looks a bit fresher maybe.
in Chinatown, this is probably going to be the first spot on almost every single list. They're famous for their viral roast pork over rice. You get a massive pile of hand-chopped roast pork over rice for $7.50. So not only is this one of the best spots in Chinatown, it is one of the most affordable spots in Chinatown. And I promise you, anytime you come to Wah Fung, there will be a line. So get ready to wait, but it does move fast and it's cash only, so be aware.
Smart. Cash only. Why are they all cash only? I wonder. I think they're trying to get some cheeky little, extra cash, avoiding the tax man. I mean, that's how it is, isn't it?
Smells like heaven here. Oh my god. Pork and 1 large roast duck, please. I'm so stoked.
So that is like £5.50 maybe? And £6? That is so cheap.
Cracking into the fresh Benjamin. You hate to see it go, but we got some good food on the way.
Okay.
I was so impressed at the rate in which they churn out roast pork over rice. These dudes were so dialed, and they look sick with their uniforms on, just tossing meat onto the chopping block, chopping it up, putting it over rice, and just pouring sauce all over. When roast pork has this kind of red color, you know it's just going to be extra delicious. I don't think you'll find a better deal in New York City than Wah Fung. Oh yes. Cheers.
That looks like an unreal bite.
Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely 10 times fresher than you'd get in the UK. I don't know if this is the norm in America or if the spots here are just better for that, but that looks very succulent and I am jealous.
My god. Oh my god. That is actually phenomenal. The roast pork is crispy on the outside, has some nice fat and juice coming from the inside. Their sweet sauce they pour on top is phenomenal. The cabbage gives you a nice crunch. Wow. And if you eat this in the winter, it will just warm your soul. Wah Fung is special. Wah Fung is the first stop you need to go when you enter Chinatown, New York City. Next stop, we got Meili Wah for their famous pineapple roast pork bun. This is a family.
What? I've never seen these. Damn.
Family-run spot, 3rd generation, started by the grandparents, passed on to the parents, now passed on to the son that runs the shop. You would have no idea
Cool.
when you walk into this tiny little shop that they have a huge team in the back just going to work. The place is just flowing with roast pork buns. They got a baker squad that's taking their fresh dough that's homemade every day in the back, filling it up with so much roast pork, popping it in the oven, and then running by, reloading the front so they just fly out buns. This is insane. This entire pineapple roast pork bun is $2.60.
Pineapple roast pork bun. I mean, I've never seen these before. I think the closest to it, and it's not even Chinese, I don't think. I think it's Japanese or bao buns. Bao buns? Yeah, they're like the sort of the boiled buns, aren't they, with some sort of meat inside. Never seen this. It looks great from what I've seen briefly. And then on the outside it looks crispy, and the meat's gonna be juicy on the inside. But I've got no sort of idea of what these are. So
let's pop it open.
yeah, it looks
They've
good.
been using the same exact recipes for the past 50 years. The roast pork is their grandma's roast pork marinade. Their dough is their grandparents' recipe that they brought from China. Everything handmade every day, fresh in the morning. Oh my God. Wow. Chinatown does it again. It is delicious. You got a little crisp on the outside of this. The inside is so steamy and soft. And the grandma's roast pork recipe is delicious. I want to go give her a kiss on the cheek. It's like this sweet glaze, and it's so heartwarming. It's crazy because I thought you couldn't find a better deal than Wah Fung's $7.50 roast pork over rice. And then we walk into Melee Wah, and you get their $2.50 pineapple roast pork bun, which somehow might be a better deal.
Mate, you can get like 5 for $12, which is like £8. That's unreal pricing.
Chinatown is just filled with the best value in the entire city. All right, next spot, we got North Dumplings, run by one of the sweetest women I've ever met.
Are these like
She's
gyozas?
so cute. She's from China. It's a family recipe. She's been making dumplings for over 30 years. She said that in her lifetime, she's made over 1 million dumplings. And at one point, she took her dough and was doing no-look dumpling rolling with 2 hands. One of the most impressive things I've ever seen. We got 10 homemade pork dumplings for $4.
These look like gyozas, but maybe I think they are just dumplings, but I mean, they're gonna be great.
Hit a little spicy sauce, hit a little soy sauce. Wow. Wow. Just what I thought. You have a really nice crunch on the bottom, but then the sides still have a little doughiness to it, and she rolls it so thin that's not too chewy, and the meat filling's delicious. The sauces are phenomenal too. There are very few places and restaurants in New York City where you can walk in and you can find the owner who came from another country, who learned to cook from their mom, and is still hand making everything back in the kitchen every day. Very few places in New York City have that authenticity that Chinatown offers, and it's so cool. You are literally getting homemade Chinese food from the source, from people who came from China, who learn from their parents, who are bringing the same exact recipes, and you can get a chance to try it without having to travel across the world. It's literally a melting pot within New York City. $4 for 10 dumplings.
Whoa, I think I was probably daydreaming. $4? What? For 10 dumplings? Jesus.
I keep saying that we're not going to find a better deal, and then each spot we somehow find a better deal.
He's not going to be able to spend all his money because it's just so cheap, and he's going to be so full from it.
Next spot, we got Shujiao Fuzhou. Don't quote me on the pronunciation there. It's a pretty long Chinese word that's pretty complicated. They are known for their homemade peanut butter noodles. This entire plate of noodles is $3.50. We can't keep getting away with this, Chinatown. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I love peanut butter and I love noodles, but it's an interesting mix. Is it just literally peanut butter and noodles, nothing else?
Wow. Okay. This dish is extremely peanut buttery. If you love peanut butter, you're gonna absolutely love these noodles. If you're not a peanut butter fan, these are not for you. I personally am a huge peanut butter fan, so these are great. Pretty much any Chinatown restaurant you go to, they'll have some sort of variation of a homemade sauce on the side. We got some homemade chili oil. You want to be careful here because you have no idea how spicy these sauces are, and if you go ham, you might regret it for the rest of the day, and your mouth might just be on fire. Take a little bit. I'm kind of soft when it comes to spice, I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting off light, but it's just the smart thing to do. You never dive full into spice. Not as bad as I thought. but honestly, way better with the spice. If you're coming here, definitely add a little chili on top, mix it in. It kind of adds a whole new dimension, a little chili crunch in there too. It levels it up. It's just a massive plate of noodles, almost a full meal for $3.50. This is enough for 2 people, absolutely. Chinatown is efficient. They're not messing around here. Another spot, I think 3 out of the 4 places we've been have been all cash. So if you're coming to Chinatown, New York City, bring cash. Last up, we have Great Noodle Town, New York. Now this is my personal favorite Chinese spot in all of Chinatown.
Is this just pork on the side?
I know the name is Great Noodle Town, New York, but they're actually known for their roast meats, their roast pork and the roast duck, and they do so many delicious...
Again, I know it's Chinatown, so it might be different. I've never seen like a Chinese takeaway, and these aren't Chinese takeaways. I think it's more just authentic, like I've said. But I've never seen just being like Chinese food being cut in the back like this. It's just already like pre-made, probably frozen, you know, and they just like cook it. This is like looking so damn fresh with the same flavors, but it being fresh. I bet that is so damn good.
They do so many delicious things, so don't get fooled by the name. This is the final stop of the list, and we're about to dig in. We got their famous roast duck over rice. This entire platter is $8.50, and great timing.
Wow.
Boom. Our wonton noodle soup, $17 for all of this food.
Jeez.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the glistening duck skin here. Here we go. Wow, I'm shocked. For $8.50, this duck quality is so good. Look at the layer of fat you got in between the crispy skin and then the rest of the meat. You can't have some good Cantonese cuisine without a side of cabbage. That's just classic. All right, next up, we got their wonton soup, $8.50, but this bowl is massive. Filled with noodles and like 5 homemade shrimp wontons.
So this is like what, £6 for that, and then like what, £6 something like that for the other one. Obscene.
I just know I'm gonna burn my face off when I take a bite into this. Just sitting in this piping hot soup. Let's cool this one down a little bit. Wow. I love how thin the wonton itself is, and then they fill it up with so much shrimp. The broth is so rich. That is phenomenal wonton soup. Also, can't forget about the noodles in here. This is some of the better wonton soup in all of Chinatown. Oh wow, holy shit.
This will keep you full for ages. Damn.
Oh, it's kind of like an angel hair pasta, and they do it al dente, so it has a little like texture and crunch to it. Probably goes so nice with the actual wontons. Huge winner. That concludes our Chinatown food crawl.
Well, there we go.
5 best spots to eat at. The craziest part is we spent $55 at 5 spots, and I have 2 bags of leftovers. It just goes to show that Chinatown is one of the most affordable and best places to eat in all.
So I'm assuming, yeah, this place is not going to be like a representation of how Chinese food is throughout America, right? This is going to be the best of the best. Again, I didn't actually eat at Chinatown in London. Actually, no, I think we did. We went to Chinatown. I'm assuming we did eat there, but I don't think it's going to be like anything like close to this. My Chinese food experience is just fast food takeaway, and yeah, it's the most popular takeaway here, most likely. And I think it's the same in America, but I assume throughout America, like fast food takeaway Chinese food is going to be a lot more pricey than this stuff, isn't it?
City. There's so much amazing history and family cuisines here. Pretty much every place we walked into is a family-run shop bringing the recipes over from China to New York and hand-making everything in store. There's your Chinatown crawl, and if you're still watching and you made it to the end of the video, I love you extra. So I'm gonna give you a special discount code.
Well, there we go. Some good old Chinese food in America, and yeah, it looks damn good. The respect you give not only to the food but the culture is Wah Fung. It's 8 p.m. on a Saturday night, and this video has me heading to the Q train and grab some dinner at Chinatown. Damn. Oh,
Pile of
big portion.
hand-chopped roast pork over.
That's massive, isn't it? That's such a big portion. Crazy. And it's fresh as well. Oh, that is unreal, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. I assume a lot of you will have been to Chinatown and got food here. What were your experiences like? Did you enjoy it? Did you go to the wrong spots? This and that. And also throughout America, like Chinese takeaway. Let me just search actually. The most popular fast food takeaway. It's gonna come up like McDonald's and stuff, isn't it? Which I kind of want it to come up with like Chinese and Indian and stuff like that. If I search in the UK, because maybe there's a way I can search it better. Greg's. See, what that is true, but Greg's Weatherspoons. I guess it makes sense. McDonald's as well. Yeah, I don't know, but I guess when it comes to like, I don't know, how do you explain it? Because they're all fast foods, but like I said, Indian, Italian. I guess you can't really generalize it like that, but yeah, it's one of the most popular anyway. But looks great. I'm jealous because I'm not going to get this experience, am I? But yeah, like I said, have you been to Chinatown before? What was your experience like? All that stuff. But that's pretty much it. Until next time, like, subscribe.